I have a fucking story to tell you, okay? I have a story to tell you. It's about a dream that I had. So, I woke up one morning after having a dream, and I immediately got on WhatsApp to the Slags and did the voice recording thing. And I told them my dream. And my dream was that... Okay. So in my dream, I went to Jem's house. And I knocked on Jem's door. And Jem didn't answer. But I heard a voice that said, "Come on in." So I opened the door. And I went into her living area. And it was Mr. Tom. Tommy Tom. The Tom we all know and love. The Tom Bates. And Tom Bates was sat on the couch in a cosplay. But he was wearing a fat suit. Like a big fat suit. And he had on like a Karen wig. And he had on makeup. And I go, "Tom, why are you dressed like that?" And he goes, "I'm getting into character for an animation that I'm doing so that I can do it better acting." I said, "Oh." And he goes, "Call me Aunt Lydia." And so I said, "Okay." And so me and Aunt Lydia were sat on the couch watching a show together. And then Lewis knocked on the door. And he walked in and he sat down on the couch. And he turns to me and he goes, "Boba, where are Jem and Tom?" And I go, "They're not here right now." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And he turns to Tom, who's dressed in a disguise as Aunt Lydia, and he goes, "And who might this lovely lady be?" And Tom goes, and I look at Tom and I wink, and he goes, hi, I'm Aunt Lydia." And Lewis goes, "Very lovely to meet you, Aunt Lydia." He goes, "I guess we'll just wait here until Gemma and Tom get back." And we said, "Okay." So we sat and we were watching TV. So basically, me and Tom Aunt Lydia were playing a prank on Lewis because Lewis didn't recognize Tom dressed up in cosplay as an Aunt Lydia. And then Aunt Lydia left the room, and Lewis goes, "When will Tom and Gemma show up?" And I go, I thought I had an idea, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna play a prank now." So I said to Lewis, I go, "Lewis, that's actually Tom Bates dressed up in an outfit pretending to be someone else. But just pretend that you don't know." And Lewis was like, "Okay, that'll be really funny." So then we spent the rest of the afternoon where Lewis was pretending that he didn't realize that Tom was in a disguise. And then Tom didn't know that Lewis knew, so he was still pretending to be Aunt Lydia, so they were pranking each other, but it was dumb. And then Gemma comes home and she walks in the door and she goes, "Tom, what the fuck are you wearing?" And then I woke up. And so I messaged the Slags right away with a fucking voice message. And Gemma responded to it and she goes, "I just listened to this out loud with Tom and we are both smiling so hard. This is so funny." And I go, "If Tom would like to animate this, please tell him feel free to use the audio for it. Because it's so fucking dumb." My original audio for it is really good because I've just woken up and I've got the phone like close to my face, and it's just like, and it's so funny, but it's so stupid. That's like the most vivid dream I've ever had, at least recently. And I'll screen it later and make sure it doesn't have any weird doxing shit in it, and if it doesn't, then I'll save it and post it on Twitter or something.